Hey guys, welcome to part 3 on the Mustang build. This time I'm going to do some decals first of all. So I started cutting out the stripes on the hood and the side pieces, and then I moved on to making templates for the carbon fiber roof piece. I applied 3 pieces of tape to the roof, then cut that to size, removed it from the roof, applied it to the carbon fiber decals and cut it out. I recently discovered that applying some micro set before I apply the decals really works with moving it around a bit, and it also starts working the decal a bit, making it a bit softer and less necessary to use a lot of sol. Now that I'm happy with the placement, I took my Q-tip out and started removing all the moisture or the water from underneath the decal to make it stick to the roof a lot better. After that I applied some heat and started working it again, put on some sol, some more heat, and worked it till I was happy with it. If you want to know more about applying carbon fiber decals, click on the link below. That will redirect you to a tutorial on carbon fiber decal application. I also added the side stripes, but I didn't want to bother you with that as you've seen me do the roof and the hood, and I figured that was enough. I let this dry for a good 24 hours before I started clear cutting it. let the first coat of clear dry for about 5 minutes while I was doing some other parts in between, and for the second coat I added about 1 milliliter of extra thinners to the clear mix so that it flows even better and leaves a much shinier finish. While I was applying this second coat, I discovered that some dirt had fallen into the first coat, so I tried to remove that just with the tip of the needle and using some air to blow it off, and that works perfectly. And in the end result, you can't see that I had any problems there or that there ever was anything there. I let the clear dry for 3 to 4 days, and there was a bit too much orange peel in it for me. I personally discovered after I applied the 2 coats that I should have applied the 3rd coat, but the clear I mixed up I ran out of, so I just let it slide and decided I would polish it later on. So that's what I was doing right here. I used some Commandant 3. This is a rubbing compound. It has a small or a little bit of abrasion in it that polishes it up. I applied it 2 to 3 times and then I was happy with the result. Then I washed off the body and applied some model or some turtle car wax. I applied it pretty heavily and then let it dry up till it was all white and milky and hard and dry basically, and then I rubbed it off and then washed off the body. Now that the body has been polished and waxed, I set that aside and moved on to the interior. For the interior, I started off with the floor, doing some interior floating. I laid down a thick layer of enamel black from Umbro, and then applied my floating on top of that with a T-strainer. The reason I'm using a T-strainer is so that I don't have a lot of big clogs in the floating itself, so that it looks nice and even all over the surface. I'm tapping it down with my finger to make sure it sticks into the paint and doesn't all fall off, then putting some extra on the parts that I missed, and also tapping that down again as well. Now that I'm happy with the way it covered, I'm turning it around and tapping on it to get rid of all the excess material, and then blowing it off to make all the looser parts go away and make it look nice. And that's pretty much all there is to show. This is some technical info, the pressure, the compressor, and the airbrush with Neil I used. Check out my Facebook for status updates, in between shots, photos, questions or suggestions. Shoot me an email or post a comment. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys next time.